April 14th, it's Dave and Jay's Powerbomb. We just watched AEW Dynamite, and we're the only show where Dave loved all the women of all shapes and sizes in the wrestling industry.
And on that note, let's get this shit show started. All right, so at the beginning, the Young Bucks are giving their reasons for reforming the Bullet Club last week. They chose friendship, and they cut the tassels on their ring gear. It's going to be a whole new Young Bucks, I'm sure of it. So Tyson's excited to be the enforcer too. MJF comes in and tries to buy him off. He gives him a blank check. Just chews it up, spits it right back out at him.
What trash.
On with the show. So, big AEW Tag Team Championship match. We got Pac and Ray Fenix of the Death Triangle going up against our reigning defending tag champions, the Young Bucks, with good old creepy Uncle Don Callis, man. I love seeing it.
Yep, gypsies with a dirty old man.
Yeah, they got new ring gear, and Matt Jackson's got the gypsy beads hanging off the headband.
God, like, what were they thinking? I'm like, you guys could have looked good.
The other guy was chewing gum while coming to the ring. This is standard heel turn tactics. I love it. I love it.
Those guys don't give a shit. They know they're number one. They're the hottest thing in the wrestling industry. They're allowed to act like this.
Absolutely. It's condoned. And they came out of the heel tube as well. So, yeah, right off the, I don't know, not right off the hop. There's like a lot of shit here, a lot of stuff to call, but some highlights were like they did some double kicks, strikes, fucking kick strike on the Bucks. It was crazy. And then they do one of the Young Bucks has a fake hot tag, and they're going through all the motions and like they're getting booed.
Yeah, it was like let's try to hype up the audience.
Boo.
Yeah, I was like, fuck you guys. Young Bucks are just like fuck everyone.
Oh yeah. Then they did I don't know. Ray Fenix is going crazy. There's so many moves here. The big one, the rebound Canadian Destroyer.
That was pretty
by
amazing.
The Bucks. Yeah. Like, then we thought the guy was dead, and then the Bucks are outside the ring. They do stereo reverse hurricanranas to both Death Triangle guys outside the ring, and then they do the Black Arrow, which is a near fall, but then the Young Bucks hit a low blow on Ray Fenix and unmask him. Oh my God, they're gonna get lynched down in Tijuana for that. And they were able to nail a double super kick. Ray Fenix is covering his face. They get the pin. So we still got the Young Bucks as their champs, which is great. And they're celebrating outside the ring of Uncle Donnie. It's all good. It's all love in the Bullet Club camp.
Yeah.
And
not
then,
a club,
yeah,
but a family.
That's right. They chose family and friendship.
Family and violence.
That's right. Manic mood disorders.
Oh man.
So then we're backstage, and there's words from Hangman Adam Page in a Dark Order. John Silver, he's a little injured a bit, and he's rehabbing the injury, going for it.
Yeah, and then Hangman goes off to get some snacks for the boys.
That's right. He's good.
It's kind of weird that I'm also calling the Dark Order the boys and the Inner Circle the boys.
He's a good leader for the Dark Order. It's good. Then what happens? We got some backstage words from Mike Tyson in the Inner Circle. Jericho saying like he did the 12. He didn't say he did the 12 steps, so he's making amends with everyone. He was on the phone all week, like just making amends with everybody. One of those people.
Step one's going to be something crazy in a bit here, man.
Just admit there's a higher power, and the rest will follow. So then he made amends
it's not
with
Vince.
Mike Tyson. Definitely not Vince. And Tyson was happy, and then he's doing like a face turn, it looks like. Then big match coming up next. We got sexy as hell Jade Cargill versus Red Velvet. And this is a great match. Jade Cargill, she definitely takes care of her body.
This is when Dave started making ham sandwiches during the show.
I kept peeking in, man, to see my girl Jade. I was starving. I didn't eat all day. And then, yeah, Jade
Cargill. Also thirsty.
Thirsty or the thirst trap. So Jade Cargill showing that power. She's got the fall away slam on Red Velvet outside the ring, right into the audience front row. Crazy. And then they go back and forth a bit, but Jade Cargill is able to hit that Jade It, where she's got the woman up like this and falls down. She lands on her face. 1, 2, 3. Big win for Jade Cargill, finally putting this Red Velvet feud to bed.
Straight from your mama's kitchen to straight to the mat. 1, 2, 3 on your back. Like, get along.
Yeah.
We got a whole other women's division with somebody like, people like Britt Baker, Ty Conti.
Absolutely.
We don't want to see
your
mom's kitchen.
It's going to be, they're just setting up probably for Jade Cargill versus Chris Statlander, big two powerful women.
Oh, yeah,
it's going to be great.
We're going to be more on Statlander in a bit there, man.
But speaking of Britt, we have backstage words from Britt and Reba, and they're talking about the rankings. I think Britt is number 2 now. She's getting them big wins on Dark and Elevation.
Yeah, which means she's going to eventually have to go and take on Tay Conti.
We'll see. Tay Conti is the number 1 contender to the women's champion.
Yeah, next week we got a match with her and Sheeta.
That's right. We got a match right now. Anthony Ogogo from QT's Weirdo Nightmare faction split going up against a jobber called Cole Carter. And yeah, basically this is a squash, weird jobber. Squash. It was like the first TKO victory we ever saw. Anthony Ogogo, I guess he's a bronze medalist, former Olympian. He hits some big shot. Buddy goes down, can't get back up.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those blows that I would find believable. Like if you hit him in the kidney or the liver, and made it look like that, then I'll find it believable. But then I'd want real proof. I want to see the guy pissing blood the next day.
Let's see that on Being the Elite.
Pissing blood on Being the Elite or the Sammy
call
Guevara.
the episode Pissing Blood. And next week's will be For the Love of Perkies. All right, so then we got words from Miro, and he can't find Kip. Kip disappeared. No shit, Kip disappeared from you, Miro. Like all you do is manifest negative energy. You think anyone positive is gonna want to be around you and your cases of roids?
Yeah, dude, you couldn't buy my friendship with video games either.
No, it's not for sale.
Actually, I don't think anybody could buy my friendship. In fact, you people can go fuck off.
Oh,
please subscribe.
Don't alienate the audience. All right, so then big match. Okay, this is the one we've been waiting for. Iron Mike Tyson, special outside ring enforcer, and we got Chris Jericho versus Dax Harwood. And Chris Jericho, he's got a new look. He's got that beard.
Pineapple.
He's got that whiskey tan going. And Jericho and Sammy both came out of the face tube. And yeah, the pineapple.
Yeah, you're totally simping for Chris right now, aren't you?
Man, Chris is my hero, man, in wrestling and in life. So, what happens? Oh yeah, Jericho's outside the ring. He grabs a chair early. He's interrupted by Tyson. Intercepted by Tyson. Tyson's calling it down the middle. Fair, impartial, like a good outside ring enforcer should. There's a lot of outside action. Chris grabs a pen and hits the guy in the eye or something.
Yeah, I thought that would draw a little color, but nothing happened, man.
Then he grabs the camera, and we got the Jera-Vision for a bit. Yeah. Then he smokes Buddy with the camera coming at you.
Man, do you know what? It wasn't 4K. It was Y2J.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hits a big lion salt into the lion tamer. That other FTR guy saves him though. Then Sammy beats up the other FTR guy. Hits a code breaker, Jericho does. And then the Pinnacle, Inner Circle all come out from the back. Shit breaks down. And then Tyson ends up knocking out the guy, the FTR guy that's not wrestling. And then Jericho is able to hit this Judas effect and goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
What have I become?
No way that FTR guy's getting a win on Chris Jericho.
Oh, fuck no, man. Fuck FTR. Like, sure, you guys are doing the 4 Horsemen stuff, but
Pinnacle's not dominant. Like, it takes us so long to beat jobbers and shit. I don't like it. So then, post-match, Tyson stays loyal. I thought Tyson was going to turn. I thought it was going to be really bad. And then Jericho makes Tyson an official member of the Inner Circle. So beautiful. I love it. So then what happens here? Oh yeah, so we're outside the arena now. We got words from all the Bullet Club, the Good Brothers, the Young Bucks, Creepy Uncle Don, and Kenny Omega, our AEW champion. And it's just good times. And then the Bucks are gearing up to super kick the camera guy. Camera guy flinches, but then he gets hit with super kick. What was it? Creepy Uncle Don.
Creepy Uncle Unflexible over here.
I know. I should have stretched first. I should have did some stretching. I actually feel it in my lower groin a bit. More on that later. So then Chris Statlander versus Amber Nova. And Chris Statlander is out there with the best friends. And this is kind of like a squash match. Statlander hits that Big Bang Theory package pile driver, and it's over pretty quick.
Yeah, they were calling it a supernova finish by the end there, and so I was like,
and the girl's name that she beat is Amber Nova. They're calling the move to Supernova. I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
Whatevs. All right, and then we got words from Team Taz.
God.
They
Like,
still
really?
think
They
Christian's
think,
gonna
like-
join Team Taz, man. Like, it's not in their stupid head. Like,
the money I sent Tony, like I thought he was supposed to cancel them. Do I have to like sort of fabricate some things like, you know, medical conditions that I've said about other people before?
cocaine scandals, barbecue sauce, waterboarding incidents. Who knows?
You know what? We're going there.
Okay. Well, then Team Taz, so yeah, they think he's going to join, and then Taz is like, Ricky and Brian Cage, you guys stay in the back, okay? I don't want you to ruin this when Christian joins us. It's so dumb. So then we got an in-ring interview with Tony Schiavone. He's interviewing Christian Cage, but he doesn't get to go too deep because he's interrupted by Team Taz.
Yes, and you can see in Hook Taz's face, because it looks like he's just been waterboarded, so he's out there out of the complete fear of his father.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody else is cool, but
He had shorts on. He might have been waterboarded post.
yeah, he probably had to change his pants because he probably forced him to soil himself.
He's hanging out with big guys like Powerhouse Hobbs and weirdos like Ricky Starks. Yeah, I might be pissing my pants a little bit.
You know what?
Too.
I wouldn't
Child
trust
endangerment.
I wouldn't trust sleeping in the same cabin as Taz.
Oh, cabins, yuck. All right, so then, yeah, and then Christian calls Team Taz a dumpster fire. Love it. And then he's like, I'm not gonna join you. No, like I'm doing my own thing. I'm here to win championships. And then Team Taz ain't having it. Team Taz beat down. Will Hobbs is out there with Hook Taz, and I guess it's gonna be Powerhouse Hobbs, Will Hobbs versus Christian next week. Christian is gonna win.
I can't believe they actually announced that was going to be a match after just what happened.
They're on it, man.
I was completely
It's
surprised.
It's like
I was
they can
about
tell the future.
I was about to quit doing this YouTube show because of that.
They don't need us anymore.
No, man, clearly they're smart.
So then what do we got here? Okay, so he's not joining. And then next week, AEW Women's Championship match. Ty Conti, the most watched woman on Dynamite last week. I wonder why. And most watched person, not just a woman, a person. And
Good to see your fucking I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to get bleeped.
all right.
Okay.
So, and she's going up against Sheeta next week. Also next week, what we just said, Cage versus Hobbs. And this leads us into our main event, TNT Championship match. No DQ match, falls count anywhere, anything goes. Darby Allin, the TNT champion, versus Big Money Matt Hardy. And Hardy's got that chair early. A lot of chair action.
Yeah, right
He's
off
not
the
letting-
bat,
he's not
it was
letting
just
it
like
go.
Darby's just like, I'm just going to take the beats down. I'm going to get angry because, you know, that's how Darby works. He takes the beats. So it was a strategic move
Take
on
the
his
beats.
behalf. Yeah, just like
Damage sponge.
Tunk.
Yeah, like, yeah, he took the beat. Hardy had that chair for probably a good 30% of the match. And then, like, Darby has a bit of blood going. And then Darby gets control of the chair. So then he's giving Hardy the beats with the chair. And then the Hardy family gets involved, which leads to a huge beatdown on Darby Allin. But then Sting and the Dark Order come down to even the odds. Oh, shit, it's Jay Allen. Do you have any words about your new mentor / father figure, Sting?
He doesn't touch me like Christians do in Catholic schools and stuff. And probably stuff like Team Taz do.
Christian AF motherfuckers. Alright, so then Sting beats up the Private Party guys. And then what happens? Oh yeah, so Darby gets a crazy Irish whip and he parkour sells it outside somewhere. It's nuts. We'll get a picture of that. And then Murder Hawk comes to the ring and he gives the blackout to Isaiah Cassidy, who's trying to ruin your title defense.
Probably because he just wanted to show off a bit.
Yeah, he needs TV time, that's for sure. We love you, Murder Hawk. And then what happens? Oh, yeah, Sting tosses Darby the bat. Whoa, Jay, where'd you come from?
Oh, there was just this junkie over there with half a face going on. I was like,
I
what the fuck
saw
you
him. He
doing?
tried
Is
to
this him?
hijack the show for a bit. It was
Oh, wow.
weird.
What have I
Dude.
become?
Oh, God. He didn't even have enough money to be banging heroin. Okay, so then, Hardy hits a diving low blow onto Darby. They're outside the ring at this point. Then he's got Darby's neck in a chair, hits that twist of fate outside the ring. Darby might be paralyzed, but it's a near fall, so he's not. Then they're back battling out back. There's a Tony Khan sighting, and then there's a ladder set up by a table. So Darby's on the table, and Matt Hardy jumps off the ladder, leg drop. It's not over though, because then there's some bad action by Darby, and they make their way to the announce table by then, and he's going straight after JR. It's nuts, man. They had to clear it. Darby's nailing the announce table with the bat.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Matt Hardy was looking for something as hard as a bat, so he looked at the potato named JR.
Let's waterboard him in barbecue sauce.
Oh my God,
Just
waterboard
kidding.
barbecue sauce.
Just kidding.
Hook Taz only wishes he could get that kind of treatment.
Hook Taz was wearing his waterboarding shorts tonight.
That boy's abused in fear.
Okay, so then Matt Hardy's on the announce table. There's a big old scaffolding thing up for Darby to climb. So what does he do? He's out of his mind. Of course he climbs it. It's pretty high. Maybe it's like 15 feet high or something.
Just keep going.
All right. So then he coffin drops Matt Hardy through the announce table. Pin 1, 2, 3. Still our TNT champion, Darby Allin. Oh, jeez. I'm going for the pin.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3. New champion. No champion.
What a way to end the show.